If you were anything like me and have the burning question, is golf getting outdoors? Then, yeah, you got a home here. Welcome to the Go Show, celebrating all things outdoors in this beautiful outdoor playground of a state we live in. Appreciate you hanging out with us and starting your week with us. Hope you had a great weekend. What amazing weather! What absolutely amazing weather! Stunningly amazing weather, and I appreciate you guys getting out and having some fun. Here's what happened. And I think I'll let you guys know this is that for the first time in about 7 or 8 years, I went golfing. And the funny part about golf to me, and yes, definitely golf is getting outdoors. It's 4 hours, vitamin D, fresh air, trees, grass. It is the height of getting outdoors if you're not hunting or fishing, hiking, or paddleboard, boating, kayaking. You get my drift. Um, it is it's customary in golf to line up on the first tee, and you're usually paired up with people you don't know, unless you've got a foursome of people you know, but you still do it. And on the first tee, there's always that excuse. There's always the excuse of, oh, hadn't played in a couple months. Oh, this case, there was a guy named Tony with us. He got this is the first time I played in 2025. I'm like, dude, I have not played in the 2020s. And everybody throws out an excuse. My favorite is when everybody's done with their excuses, I say, I had measles when I was 3. So, yeah. And that kind of highlights the no need for excuses, guys. We're all here to have some fun. Let's enjoy ourselves. So I had intern Nuge out there with me, and 3 guys we didn't know. It was a father-son crew, and I mean, like older father-son crew, like 70s and 50s. And then a dude that was fantastic, Joe. He is a high school baseball umpire. Fantastic guy. So that's what I love about golf. You get to meet a bunch of new people. So I get up there, tee off, and just rope one right down the middle. And I'm like, okay. And John, intern who said, hey, Dad, yeah, you needed that one. That was your confidence shot right there. That was your confidence. And I actually played a good round. So I actually played a decent round. The best weather I could possibly imagine. Great event by Barbecue Mission. Check them out at bbqmission.org. They feed the homeless throughout the valley with big pit smokers. I mean, they're making brisket and like really, really good stuff. Good people, just great people, and a great organization, a great event. Went off without a hitch. And you say no excuses for golf. It's a stinky sport. I think it was Will Rogers that said that golf is a good walk ruined. I don't disagree with that. No, I actually enjoyed it. I played it since I was 7, and I just gave up on it. I just got burnt out. I played it too much. And now that intern Nuge wants to play again, I'm like, oh, I will start to play. As a dad, I need to say, okay, let's go. I definitely can teach you and help you out, and we can go have some fun together. And it was a great 4 hours together. It was fun. And it was just, like I said, it was a really, really good event. But here's what happened. This got weird. And I mean weird. So there was the bag that I had to take down. I hadn't used the thing in over like close to a decade. So my glove was shot because it's just crusty and nasty. I didn't have any tees. I had to order that stuff same day from Amazon. So I ordered that stuff same day from Amazon. I'm thinking, okay, but I got these shoes, these Nike saddle shoes. And back, 15 years ago, those were cool. Like it was cool because they were kind of saddle shoes, like the traditional golf shoe, but they were tennis shoes. They were Nikes. And so those have been sitting in my bag in my attic for years on top of years, at least half a decade. But I took them out, and John was like, dude, Dad, those are really cool. I'm like, okay, I'm not a total nerd. We're driving along. We're on the second hole. And intern Nuge is driving, and I look down at the bottom of the golf cart, and I see the little spiky things. I see 2 of the spikes that are supposed to be on the bottom of my shoe. I'm like, those can't be mine. And I pull up my shoe. I'm like, well, sure, Schnitzel. Those are mine. My shoes are the spikes are falling off of my spike shoes. I'm like, oh, great. Here we go. Then by the 5th hole, the front sole of my left shoe was completely detaching itself from the shoe. Like completely, like 3 inches in from the middle of the shoe, like just pulling off. By the 12th hole, my right shoe was complete. The entire shoe was removing itself from the sole. If you have ever, I don't know if you have the experience of walking around with shoes that are quite literally falling apart as you step, and then playing a game that is quite literally, I mean, it's pretty much hinges on your ability to keep your feet in a certain spot. That's interesting. It was interesting. And when I was walking out to the truck at the end of the round, you could just feel them. They were done. There were no steps left in this thing. They were toast. And I could make the thing like, something made in China, this and that, and it was terrible, and Nike's this and that, and rip on Nike. But no ripping on Nike. They were very comfortable shoes. They just after being in amazing heat in an attic, all the glue is melted off, and they didn't hold together. It was funny. Oh, new shoes, bro. Yeah, Lynn, that's new shoes, dude. There's nothing about shoe repair on that. Because I thought, okay, at the very beginning, thank you, Lynn. At the very beginning, I thought, okay, well, I'm gonna just like anything in the outdoors. Like you bust an eyelid on a rod and reel. On a rod, and you think, okay, dude, I can get a new one, no big deal. Just spin it and glue it, and everything's gonna be just fine. It's gonna be great. You can fix things pretty easily. I'm a repair guy. I like to do that. It's fun. It's therapeutic for me. So I thought, okay, I'm just going to get new spikes for these things. I'll unscrew them. I'll screw the new spikes in, and everything's good. Then the front flap started coming off on the left shoe, and I was like, Gorilla Glue, dude, I got this. No big deal. Gorilla Glue. And then the right shoe just started falling apart. I'm like, there's nothing. We can't put Humpty Dumpty back together again. You just can't put Humpty Dumpty back together again. So yeah, definitely new shoes for sure. I am and I think I spent like $100 and something for them like 20 something years ago. So I got my wear out of them, and I'll buy definitely less expensive shoes this time around, but still, no spikes. Everything's spikeless now. Yeah, everything's spikeless. So we'll see how that works. Because I was just gonna wear my my trail running shoes. Yeah, my hiking shoes. I don't trail run, but technically they're trail running shoes. I do not trail run. Y'all know me. I don't trail run. Thanks for hanging out. I hope you did have a good weekend. But again, thank you to Jeff and Kate at Barbecue Mission for putting together such a really, really cool event. First time they'd done it, and it was really, really neat. It really was. You like duct tape, Lynn? If you like duct tape, champ, get to Gorilla Tape. Gorilla Tape there's nothing better. Nothing better than Gorilla Tape. I use Gorilla Tape for everything. I don't run. What do you mean? I know. I don't run. Unless I'm being chased and I'm out of ammo. I don't run. Why would I run? Like, I watch those police cam videos all the damn time. I watch the body cam like it's an addiction. And I'm like, there he goes. He running. He gone. Is that like, what's that line from Call of Duty? One of the original Call of Duty versions of the game. So one of the voiceover guys said, don't run. You're just going to die tired. Yeah. So I ain't running from anybody, but they are trail running shoes. They're really cool too. I'm actually thinking about right now, as I'm kind of thinking it through. I'm actually thinking about making those my golf shoes, or at least doing a round of golf with those shoes and seeing how it works. Because I think spikeless is going to be the same thing. It's going to be the same thing. Love when they released it. I have yet to see releasing of the dogs, but I do get the what was the best line I've heard to date? It was actually on Friday. I was watching something. I laughed out loud. This woman said, well, you can't arrest me because this isn't your jurisdiction. I'm from another state. I'm not in your jurisdiction. I'm from another state. I about came unglued. I'm like, the education system has failed our entire world. Anyway, let's get to this. I did mention that we are losing our public lands, and our public lands are at risk, and it is a big deal. It truly is a big deal. This is not something that we are just squawking about, like, oh, they're coming for your gun rights. They're coming for you. Like, technically are, but yeah, we're not to code red yet. We're code red with public lands, hands down. And one of the guys from Meat Eater posted a video, and it's funny because I'm thinking, okay, this guy is he professionally works for Meat Eater, which is technically First Light. And he's been on lots of the shows. I've watched him in the show. He's a fantastic addition to the show. He really is. And his mustache is ridiculous. But he's single, and my sister was single. So I was like, sis, you take one for the team here. You introduce yourself to old Cal here. I want to go hanging out and hunting with these guys, hunting and fishing with these clowns. Yeah, hell yeah. Didn't work. But here he is, and it's funny to me again because he's a professional. He's got producers, lighting, this and that, and all of these guys are coming out with these videos. I guess I'm going to have to do one, coming out with these videos about the public lands. So you know it's serious.
And anglers, are you sitting around right now thinking this fall I want fewer critters to hunt, worse access, more crowding, and less public land? If you are, you must be in Washington, D.C.
Yeah.
My name's Ryan Callahan. I'm the North American Board Chair for Backcountry Hunters and Anglers. Right now, Congress is trying to sell off 500,000 acres of our public lands in Utah and Nevada. They're doing this with zero public input, zero plan for the future. This is a backdoor budget maneuver that sidesteps the process owed to the American people.
Get 'em, Cal.
Public lands, public waters, and public wildlife will be privatized or disappear on these acres if this happens. This is not about party. This is not about who you voted for.
Nope.
This is about the future of public lands, the future of hunting.
Word.
Our hunting access is not a bargaining chip, and it's sure as hell not for sale. If you've been waiting for the right time to speak up, this is it. Call the Capitol switchboard at 202-224-3121. Ask to speak to your rep and tell them, I am a public lands hunter and angler. My public lands are not for sale. Nope. Public lands cannot be included in the budget process. Then follow up with an email at BHA's Action Center. The link's below. This fight is not optional. Hunters don't want less access and fewer acres. Speak up now, or the next land sale will be in your state.
Yeah, that's true. Utah, Nevada today, Arizona mañana, and I mean, that's the truth of the matter. And no, they'd never let it happen. Are you kidding me? You think that Ruben Gallego and Mark Kelly wouldn't just sell off lands? You think our goofball House and Senate wouldn't sell off lands? You think our governor wouldn't sell off lands in a second? Thank good Lord. I mean, we don't have much to sell, by the way. I mean, a third of our state is tribal land. So I mean, good luck selling that. Good luck, government. Jump on in there and sell that. We double dog dare you. No, it's serious, guys. This is something to take very seriously. If you are a hunter, if you're an angler, I mean, that's kind of a plea to hunters and anglers from the chair of Backcountry Hunters and Anglers that did that beer, that worked with Wren House Brewing here in Phoenix and made that beer called Rep. So they I mean, he's going after hunters and anglers, but if you don't hunt and angle, you know what I'm saying? Still, these are your lands. This is to be held in a public trust. It's very, very clear to be held in the public trust. No, I saw Grizz. I saw what you said. Yeah. They did what before? Big guy, what do they do? They did it before. What do you mean they did it before? Sold public lands? Oh, hell yeah. Yeah. Look at that damn state of Arizona. We sold all of our public buildings. We sold our buildings. Every government building. As a matter of fact, I'm the owner of several of those. Not that not that I'm some rich guy, but I'm the token head of an organization that owns a lot of those buildings. And I mean token. Trust me, token. Yeah. Took native land too. We'll have a whole different argument about that one, Chip. Not an argument, but a discussion on that one for sure. And yes, I did catch your backdooring thing. Okay. Well, we'll talk. Let me say that when it comes to this, and this, I know I'm not going to make a lot of friends here, but I am a student of history, as I know a lot of you are as well. And I think Rhonda will come with me on this one if don't if you don't feel comfortable doing it for sure. But there's more to the story than we got on the white man showed up from Europe and took lands from people. There's so much more to the story. So much more that just gets completely erased for the following of that narrative. And whatever, it's been that way, and we're surviving, and we're okay. So I'm not looking to change the history books, but if people look beyond the history books, look into beyond, it's the same as looking beyond the headlines when it comes to land, for sure. I'll say this: just don't buy into any narrative. I don't care what it is, whether it's on the show, whether it's in the media. Do not buy into any narrative without looking into it on your own. Do not, please. I beg you. Most of it has been erased, pal. It really has, but it's there. I don't know about erased. Let me put probably a better way to put it than erased. And I agree with you, but I think a better way to put it is pushed back. It's there. The information is there. The history is written. It is literally there. It just doesn't follow a very easy, consumable, and how do I put this? Nefarious agenda that the people have that are, Oh, definitely remade, brother. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Definitely remade. Lynn, you're not wrong, brother. You're not wrong. Yeah. I don't know if it began with the tribes. Back in those days, Lynn made a comment with the Slavs. Back in those days, anyone that could afford a slave had a slave. Period. Globally. Anyone that could, not saying it's right, just saying that was it. And it did not start with the tribes. It did not start with the tribal lands. So that was started way before then. And that's where it comes from, Slavic. That's where the word comes from, because the Slavs were probably the most enslaved prior to what we know and makes headlines, right? Yeah. Definitely doesn't with the name. Holy cow, this is an outdoor program. So let's get back to some outdoor programming, shall we? We can talk about that on Ion all day long, because it is I mean, I have friends that are just absolute, and I mean close friends, that are just absolutely dying the wool, do not do any research past what they have been told by the, we now hate Christopher Columbus. We now had, we told by that group, instead of looking into actually what happened in our nation's society. They're so just wheels off. So I just cool. Yeah. Great. You're right. Cool. Great. You're right. Sometimes the two, biblical times, you're darn right. Dude, let my people go. Or if you're into Ferris Bueller, let my Cameron go. Anyway, something I saw that was funny, and let's wrap up the show on something funny, because I think it is really, really, truly, this is one of the truest videos making fun of a part of our outdoor world that I think is so funny. Technically, Slavo Salt, Canyon Coolers, Green Mountain Grills are not our sponsors. They do not sponsor our show. They are, I have a promo code. If you guys want a discount on those things, I got you. Use the Go Show, get a discount. That's it. But I've never claimed to be on the Slavo Salt Pro staff, the Canyon Coolers Pro staff, or the Green Mountain Grills Pro staff, because I'm not. I'm just not. And this video shows, and you're gonna laugh. This is funny, I promise. Well, what it shows is the use of people slapping stickers all over their stuff and thinking like, I'm part of the people that tag companies that would never sponsor a show, never knew of their show, tag companies as if that company's gonna go like, oh my God, I'm gonna write you $100,000 check and sponsor your show. Pro staff means promotional staff. Not professional staff. Promotional. I technically, so I'll say that I'm probably part of the promotional team of those three companies that have just been with us and have cool codes for us. But yeah, check this out. I just love when people get made fun of. Here you go. Let's just do it.
Legendary pro staff fishermen, self-appointed kings of the local pond, armed with a dozen decals and a discount code they treat like a six-figure sponsorship. You'll find them strutting around in a jersey covered in logos for companies that have never heard of them, acting like they're on the Bassmaster Elite Series when in reality, they're just getting 10% off soft plastics from a website no one visits. They'll tell you about their industry connections, which basically means they once got a like from a bait company on Instagram. Every fish they catch, no matter how small, immediately gets a full-blown photo shoot with a dramatic caption about grinding and putting in work. And don't you dare question their credentials, because according to them, pro staff totally means professional and not promotional. Meanwhile, actual pros are out there winning tournaments, and these guys are still begging their 200 followers to use their discount code. But hey, at least their truck looks cool with all those stickers.
That's true. That's true. At least their truck looks cool with all those stickers. And this is something that, God, I've had to deal with this all the time. I actually had a former family member that would always say that, like, I'm getting sponsored. I got a sponsor. I got a new sponsor. You got a sponsor? You got a discount code. They're using you for free to cut into their margins by like 1%. And they get more people through the door because you push more people through the door, acting like you are a representative of that company. You're not sponsored. Right, Rhonda? That's very accurate. And you go to these people, like, I wanted to make a Go Show sun shirt. But I wanted to put this, like, I wanted to put Slavo on there. I wanted to put Canyon on there. I wanted to put Green Mountain on there because I wanted to put Sportsman's Warehouse on there because they've always been done right by me. And that was just for me to do, but I didn't do it because I would be looking like these damn posers. These posers have screwed everything up for people like me that just want to give my friends that run really great businesses a little bit of love. Because I would look as if I was getting paid by these people, and I'm not. Nor do I have any interest of. I mean, look, unless, one of the Jasons want to cut me a, $100,000 check, dude, totally down. No, but I wouldn't take their money. I wouldn't take, they're just good people, good products. I love them. They've always been a part of the show. They've always supported me. And I'm thankful for them. So I want to, but I couldn't do that because I look like, oh yeah, you're sponsored. Yeah. I bought an affiliate with History Tees. It was denied. Yeah. Yeah. And Ron, probably a good part of that was there might have been some video they saw that might have had some sort of leaning, some sort of ideological leaning. Not saying that you did or didn't, but even if they perceive it to be. I think the hard part for me is I've got 3 videos I'm filming today for Ion, which is political satire. This is what I do. I do political commentary and satire. I cannot promote any of my videos on YouTube because I am told that that's a political ad. And one was me agreeing with Whoopi Goldberg because she said that getting rid of the Department of Education might be good for the states, might be good for education. Maybe the states will step up. And I said, I agree with her. They said that's a political ad. Crazy. So I have 3 that have zero to do with politics. Nothing. 3 of them that have 0 to do with politics. And I can promote those. So I can promote my damn page. It's crazy. Do with my subs or lack thereof. Yeah, maybe that too. Yeah. So waiting for my Harley to send me a check. Yeah, right. But here's the deal, though. If you had, I don't even know the industry well enough to name a bunch of different motorcycle parts. But it'd be like if you're like you have a leather jacket and it's got all those companies on it, and you're like, are you sponsored with huh? I mean, the closest guys, I wouldn't even buy it. Some of my favorite baseball players ever, all of them mostly, are Dodgers. I won't buy someone else's jersey. I'm not going to buy a Shohei Ohtani jersey. By the way, Shohei's interpreter that was shipped off for his $17 million stealing of Shohei's money to gamble really surprisingly hasn't gone to jail yet. Surprising. Shocking. Anyway, I wouldn't buy a Shohei jersey. It's got someone else's name on it. It does. And, okay. Well, do we have, no, we don't. Okay. On Ion, guys, remind me, please. There's a BSJ story, which I think is hilarious. I'm going to tell you the story because it has to do with jerseys. So just, you need to remind me. I'm going to forget. I have a game where Ketel Marte. Is it Ketel Marte or is it brother? Is it Ketel? Every time he comes up to bat, Jillian, my daughter, intern Beans, hates me. Because I'm sorry, guys. The D-backs announcers are they just seem like they're there to talk to each other and have fun and talk about when Gonzo showed up to one of their barbecues. I mean, It's rarely about the game. And so I always made fun of him. And there was all-star balloting going on, and they were trying to promote Ketel Marte to be in the all-star game. And the guy kept saying, I forget which of the announcers said it, but he kept saying, Ketel a friend. He said that 9 times at least in the game. Ketel a friend. He mentioned it more than when Smoltz is calling a Dodger game mentions their payroll. Ketel a friend. So every time he's up, I say Ketel a friend. Now you're going to hear it every time you see that jersey. You'll say Ketel a friend. Did he sign it? I hope he signed it. All right, let me get out of here, guys. It's got to be all outdoors tomorrow. For the love of grief. It just gets off the rails here sometimes. All right, you guys are the best. We'll do this tomorrow. We're here in the Go Show, celebrating all things outdoors in this beautiful outdoor playground of state, nation, and world that we love.